Tonight, Police Commissioner Severin Mosheri has a clear and precise message of both assurance and caution to officers of the Royal St. Lucia Police Force.
And I continue to say to my police officers that you ought to be professional in everything you do. And if you go out there and you act professional, you will have my support at all times.
Fathers are being called upon to play their part in a bid to help decrease crime in St. Lucia. And the leader of the opposition begs Prime Minister Alan Chasney to stay away from the National Insurance Corporation monies to fund his planned projects. We have the details of these stories and more coming up.
This is the Hot 7 Nightly News with Lovelace and Amy Joseph.
Good night. It is Friday, the 28th of June, 2019. Welcome to the Hot 7 TV Nightly News. We're on Flow, channel 117, also being simulcast on Kiss FM 105.5 and 105.9. You can also watch on our website, www.caribbeanhottv.com, or on our free Caribbean Hot FM mobile app. I'm Lovely St. Amy Joseph. Thank you for joining us. The Commissioner of Police, Severin Mosheri, has a clear and precise message of both assurance and caution to officers of the Royal St. Lucia Police Force. Whilst he says he has the backs of his officers who do their job properly, officers who bend the law, he says, will not receive the same courtesy. Rochelle Gonzalez reports.
As the officers of the Royal St. Lucia Police Force remain under heavy scrutiny from most facets of society, they are receiving the backing of the man at the helm of their organization. Well, at least some of them. Commissioner of Police Severin Mosheri provided his officers with some much-needed support in the midst of growing and existing tensions, ranging from the May 22nd shooting of teenager Arnold Joseph and the recent run-in with a raging crowd at the Cicero Community Carnival to the ongoing impacts investigation. Mosheri made it clear that he has the backs of law-abiding officers only.
I also want to thank my hardworking officers out there who've done a fantastic job so far for this year. And I continue to say to my police officers that you ought to be professional in everything you do. And if you go out there and you act professional, you will have my support at all times. However, if you do go against the law, then do not expect me to support you in doing anything that is contrary to law. If you are on the positive side, if you act within the law, you will have my support at all times.
With that said, the Commissioner also had a message of gratitude to the local media as well as the general public.
I want to thank the media for coming, and not just for coming, but I want to thank you for the support over the past, for the past 6 months. I think sometimes it would appear that you're being very critical of the police. However, that is something we do appreciate, because from this criticism we can do our analysis, do assessment, and improve what is happening within the Royal St. Lucia Police Force. I also want to take the opportunity to thank all the members of the public. Some of them have been very cooperative, they've cooperated with us very well, they've provided information. Some of them have been very critical. However, those criticisms, like I said, we've been able to sift through it and take positives from it.
Mosheri made this statement during a Thursday morning press conference. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I am Rochelle Gonzalez.
Now, the Royal St. Lucia Police Force is seemingly a staple in the news headlines. However, in recent weeks, this has been mostly for all the wrong reasons. With a recent video surfacing of a crowd in Cicero near the point of unrest as they jeered at and confronted SSU officers, our Hot 7 team asked members of the public, have St. Lucians lost respect for the police? Here's what you had to say.
Oui, but c'est pour ni habilité pour vivre avec moun bien ou pas ça parce que moun s'en volé pour haï bagay ou ni pour mener corriger try mener dit ça qu'a fait pas bon. C'est pas tout bagay ou ni en droit arrêter anti-maman un jeune moun ka mouté pour ou jeune quand truc au val mon jeune quand ou il prend un ballpoint il prend chocolat chebe ba y tape sous la main madou ouais ek de mette vie ou pas ni pour arrêter ek drag li ay dehors à cause d'un criminel là ou ka tourner pour un criminel Mais où on doit montrer pour faire ça qui est bon. À chanter travail bali, montrer côté ça, vive Sainte-Lucie, sans voler, sans joindre gang. Ou quand la police, ou c'est un maman, un papa, ou pas un l'ennemi pour le monde. You have to have the love for the people. And unless you have love for the people, and to understand that we all have sinned and come short of the glory, bye-bye, Mashibe.
I'll not say, well, some St. Lucian lost respect for the police, but some of the policemen are bad policemen too. They are not good because they both ways. They working for government and they have their side job working illegal, and you all know what I'm talking about. They all doing some dirty work. Some of y'all are bad and some of y'all are very good. Now, I will support all the good policemen, but you see the bad ones, I will not support them because they know they are wrong. The illegal things they're doing, whatever they're selling out there, creating more crime, which is wrong. So what I have to say about that, we need policemen. We need policemen, like doctors, lawyers, everybody, everything linked like a chain. We need police, but some of them, they're too crooked for the nation because they're trying to get it, they're trying to get rich fast, which is wrong, and they go in the dirty way to get rich.
That's what the APA, you have better. Because a delay, I don't have to tell police that, can you respect for moon? So as time went back and you respect for take on her year. Okay? Piti coûte go coûte piti. Si un police qui venu bien et sain et seul venu parler bas ou supposé pourtant ça il dit. Il pas harass ou pas supposé pour harass cleaning up police.
I think so. I think the solution public has lost confidence in the police. The police is like a runaway train. There's no control in them. They have to put checks and balances in the police force to make sure that things that some of the nonsense that they don't do.
It's not that the St. Lucian public lost respect for the police. The police lost respect for themselves. The way you behave, the way the public will behave with you. You must communicate with the public. You cannot ill-treat the public. You cannot communicate with the public. You cannot face them. You have to change your modus of operandi. Try to have good communication with the public. The public, they are the ones that are the police. You as the police, you're the investigator. So my advice to the police is try their best to be closer to members of the public.
With the public and police, you know. You know, we have a lot of, good cops, but we have a lot of bad cops, you know. From the time they have something against you, they come in with their force and, to just bring you down. But you see, the St. Lucian public, losing faith, in the police, but not totally, but because certain times, you go and make a report, because of your status and thing, them man putting you off, they ain't doing their work properly, because for a matter of fact, I didn't want to go through them things because them things pass already, when that break and enter my house and thing, So I didn't want to go through all them things, man. That happened already, so just let it go. But to me, well, the police and them have to more cooperate with the public, my brother, you understand? Because they do a lot of things, out of the way,
Well, in my opinion, I think the public still respect what the police represent or who they represent. But I think in recent times that level of respect for the authority has dwindled. But I'm optimistic that it can be back to what it was with just the police doing what they have to do with the settlement of the impacts that's over their heads, and also once they can bridge the divide between the public and themselves to restore the trust in the force, I think we can get back to what the force used to be. But for now, work has to be done, in my opinion.
I think society is making, or the powers that be, are really putting the police in a compromising position. I don't think it's people losing respect for the police. I just think the powers that be are making it look sad for us. Meaning those who are in charge, instead of defending, because let me tell you something, right now the criminals are believing to think that they have more rights in this country than, you understand, we law-abiding citizens. And that is my take.
I mean, the police are doing their work. I think the people realize that under very difficult circumstances, the police are doing the best that they can with the meager resources that they have. They're doing the best they can. I mean, it's not their fault. You can't have police and you don't supply them with resources. They're not able to perform. I mean, basic things like vehicles, they don't have that, right? So how you expect them to perform? They don't even have stuff to help them, like tasers and stuff when they're going to apprehend people who are mentally handicapped. They don't even have tasers, and they have to put their lives at risk in those situations. So you cannot. So you cannot blame the police. You have to give them resources so they can do their work properly and adequately.
In more police news, a police officer of the Royal St. Lucia Police Force has landed himself in hot water with the law and is currently under investigation by his own organization. This was confirmed by the Commissioner of Police himself.
My information is that on Monday this week, a police officer was given evidence in court was cited for perjury by the judge, who had to call in the Criminal Investigation Department to investigate that matter. A sergeant went across to the court, and this officer was arrested based on the information received from the Deputy Director of Public Prosecution and the presiding judge. The police officer was subsequently charged for perjury. He was taken to court and was released on $10,000 bail.
When asked if the officer is still on active duty, Sherry says he's awaiting further information but indicated that the decision is based on his discretion.
The criminal charge has been
but you said it's your responsibility.
No. What I said is that when an officer is charged with a criminal or disciplinary matter, under Section 32 of the Police Act, the Commissioner of Police has a right to suspend that person based on the circumstances. This matter, I'm waiting for the details of this matter, and then to make a determination as to whether or not the officer will be suspended.
The individual in question is Officer Earl Torrell, Force Number 152. In other news, the increase in crime has left many searching for answers on ways to curb the problem. In doing so, an intensive look into a child's upbringing has been identified as a defining point to alleviate criminal tendencies from a young age. The role of the father in the life of a child has now taken center stage and is being touted as a significant point to curbing crime. Solange Alfred reports.
With many small developing states fighting against criminal elements, many seek to understand the underlying cause in an effort to solve the issue and thereby decrease crime. President of the International Men's Network in St. Lucia, Barry Innocent, delves into the role of a father figure in a young child's life and the impact a positive presence can have on decreasing the likelihood a child may go astray.
When you look at St. Lucia, most of those incarcerated are males. Over 90% of the inmates at our bodily correction facility are males. And it speaks to the issue of where are the fathers to guide and mentor these men or these males, because children become truly what they see. Right? Now these kids, when they don't have a father around to look at a father figure, they're left to watch those rap videos, and what they see drug barons and or they see persons dressed in fancy things that speak to the gangster lifestyle and the bad boy lifestyle. That's what they see. So what they see is what they become.
Innocent says the role of both a mother and father are important. However, each plays a very distinctly different part in the upbringing of a child.
If all the boy sees in the house is his mother, right? He watches how his mother is dressed. If he's not careful, he'll find himself wanting to dress like his mom, wanting to wear high-heeled shoes or makeup, but that's what he's seeing. Right? But if he has a male figure, someone he can look at, that can tell him how a man's supposed to be, how a man's supposed to be hardworking, by how a man can lay aside his feelings sometimes, especially his feeling when a man feels tired and yet he has to go to work. And all these play important roles in the socialization process or in the social development process of making young men grow up to be good men, good fathers to their kids, good husbands to their wives.
A bolstering of social transformative programs that assign male mentors to fatherless boys is being praised by Innocent as a stepping stone to develop a well-rounded child.
Young men need a vision, something they can look at and say, that's what I want to become. They may look at a cricketer like our own Darren Sammy or Usain Bolt from Jamaica and say, hey, I want to be like that. So if they have good role models that they see every day or they see quite often on television or in their home, like their father figure, then they have something they can look up to and say, hey, I'm going to grow up to be like this person. So many agencies have a role to play in this, from the media to the government programs, to the churches, to the other non-government organizations. They all have a role to play in creating programs, and especially media programs, and instituting initiatives where fathers are provided to the fatherless. Young boys that have no male mentorship, young boys that don't have a father figure in their life where they can get a father figure.
The most efficient way to change a generation is through visual representations of what is right, says Innocent. He elaborates by saying, through positive media displayed on televisions and with a healthy positive male presence, St. Lucia can begin shaping the next future of socially responsible men. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I am Solange Alfred.
Thank you, Solange. You're watching the Hot 7 Nightly News. When we come back, Philip J. Pierre pleads with the Prime Minister. We get an update on cold cases, and the Department of Education seeks to strengthen the early childhood development sector. Stay with us.